All right, parents, so today for homework, your student will have a worksheet that looks like this. We are just working on the uppercase and lowercase t, uppercase and lowercase p. If you look at this paper, this is our kindergarten writing paper that we always start the year with. You can see the three lines that we have. We have the skyline. Can you touch the skyline for me? We have the dotted line, and we have the flower line. Do it one more time for me. The skyline, the dotted line, and the flower line. Now, one thing you should always know is that your child will never, ever start a letter at the flower line. We never start a letter at the flower line and go up. We always start a letter at the skyline and go down, or from the dotted line and go down. But we will never start a letter from the flower line and go down. So I have a wonderful student here with me who is going to demonstrate the handwriting for us. He was in my class last year, and he is going to do some wonderful handwriting just to show you how we do our handwriting in class, just so you can help your student form their letters correctly at home. All right, so Connor, let's do our uppercase T. Go ahead and grab your pencil. Parents, also you want to make sure that your student is holding their pencil correctly. Move your pencil up here. Okay, you want to make sure that your student is holding their pencil correctly. So you want to make sure that they either have two fingers on top and a thumb on the bottom, or they can do one finger on top. Move this one. Put that finger down. Or they can do one finger on top and a thumb, but they should never have the fist grip. Can you put your pencil in a fist? Like this. Hold it. Put it like this. Put your pencil in a fist. They should never fist their pencil like this, and they should never have their pencil through their finger like this. So, go ahead and hold your pencil. There should always be two fingers at the top, thumb on the bottom, or one finger at the top, thumb at the bottom. You always want to make sure that they are never touching the brown part of the pencil. You want to make sure they're always touching the color part of the pencil. All right, so we're going to start with our uppercase letter T. Connor, give me 2-finger spacing. Parents, we always want to do 2-finger spacing at our 2-finger spacing. Don't start yet. That just means we do 2 fingers touching right next to that letter. 2 fingers touching right next to that letter. All right, Connor, can you tell us how we make our uppercase T? What line will we start at?
The sky.
We start at the skyline. Go ahead. We go from the skyline, and we do a straight line down. Good job. You can go ahead and move your 2 fingers. And we give him a hat on top. Good job. So, parents, once again, he went from the skyline to the flower line, and then he gave us a hat on the skyline. 2-finger spacing. Do another one, please. So he's doing 2-finger spacing right next to it. Skyline to the flower line, and a hat on the skyline. Notice how he is going from the skyline to the flower line. He is not doing flower line to the skyline. Your student will do 2-finger spacing, a T, 2-finger spacing, and a T all the way until the end of the line. All right, let's move to the next letter. We have the lowercase letter T. Once again, we're going to start at the skyline, and this time we're going to give him arms on the dotted line. Connor, go ahead and give us 2-finger spacing. So right next to it, skyline to the flower line, short arms on the dotted line. Good job. Do it one more time. 2-finger spacing right next to it, skyline to the flower line, short arms on the dotted line. Good job. So it's skyline to the flower line, short arms on the dotted line. Do not do flower line to the skyline. It will always be skyline to the flower line. Your student will do this entire line as well. All right, move to the next line, please. We have our uppercase letter P. 2-finger spacing, skyline to the flower line, big forehead from the skyline to the dotted line. Good job. 2 finger spacing. Do it again. Move those fingers back for me, please. Move those fingers back on your pencil. Yes, thank you. Skyline to the flower line. Big forehead to the dotted line. Good. Do it one more time for me, please. We'll do it one more time. Skyline to the flower line. Big forehead to the dotted line. Very good. Your student will do an entire row of P's. Connor, go to the lowercase p, please. Now, the lowercase p is a little differently. Wait a minute, Connor. The lowercase p is a little different. The lowercase p will start at the dotted line. Lowercase p starts at the dotted line, and it will go down to the skyline. Starts at the dotted line. Put your pencil in the dotted line. And it will go down to the skyline. Just pretend like you're drawing the line. It will go down to the next skyline. So we'll do it again. Dotted line, down to the next skyline. All right, Connor, go ahead and make our lowercase p. Dotted line, down. Oh, you're going to make your complete circle first. All right, well, Connor is making his complete circle first, and then his straight line down. Now, as you see, Connor is making a complete circle. He is not making a C. He is not making a half circle. He is making a complete circle. Connor, give me 2 finger spacing. Do it again. Go slow. Wait 1 second. Connor, wait a minute. Connor is going to give us a complete circle from the dotted line to the flower line. Go ahead, Connor. Just give us a circle from the dotted line to the flower line. Go ahead and stop. Stop. Move your finger for me. This is the first step in a lowercase p. It must be a complete circle. Point at your complete circle, please. It must be a complete circle. If your student does not have a complete circle when they make a lowercase p, they are not doing it correctly. It must be a complete circle, not a C, not a half circle. It must be a complete circle. All right, Connor, go ahead and finish your P. He's going to make his straight line down from the dotted line down to the skyline. Let's do it one more time, Connor. Move those fingers back, please. You want to make sure your student's fingers stay off of the brown part of the pencil. He's going to make a complete circle from the dotted line down to the flower line. Complete circle. A complete circle. Now he's going to make his straight line down from the dotted line. You don't need your 2 finger spacing anymore, sweetie. From the dotted line to the next skyline. Go ahead. Very good. Your student is going to complete that entire row. Remember, a complete circle from the dotted line to the flower line, and then a straight line from the dotted line to the skyline. All right, and then on the last line, they're going to do all 4 letters. Connor, go to the last line for me, please. 2 finger spacing. He is going to do an uppercase T. Scoot those fingers back. Uppercase T, skyline to the to the flower line, and a hat on the skyline. And then he's going to give me a lowercase t right next to it. No 2 finger spacing. Give me a lowercase t. Skyline to the flower line, and short arms on that dotted line. Good. Now give me 2 finger spacing, Connor. He's going to give me an uppercase P, skyline to the flower line, and a big forehead to the dotted line. Good job. And now give me a lowercase p. Complete circle. It is important that they have a complete circle. And then a straight line down. Go ahead. Straight line down from the dotted line down. Now, there will be no skyline for them to touch, so just make sure that they go down far enough. So, once again, Connor, touch each line for us, please. There are 3 lines that your student must know. There's the skyline. Touch the skyline. The dotted line and the flower line. One more time, Connor. The skyline, the dotted line and the flower line. Please be sure that your student is using those terms. Don't just let them say blue line, red line, yellow line. Please have them use, please encourage them to use skyline, dotted line, and flower line. Also, help them with their 2-finger spacing when they start writing words and sentences. We do not want all of our words smushed together, making just a jumbled sentence, all our words jumbled together. So we introduce 2-finger spacing now. So this is what their homework should look like. They should have 2-finger spacing and a letter all the way across. Parents, this is very important. This is very important. Feel free to watch this video as many times as you need to, as many times as your student needs to. Thank you so much, Connor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.